Good morning, everybody. Today I'll take you to Perth City, the main city center, and also at the same time I'll talk about rejection, which I happen to see from my journal. It was the journal from 2022 where I wrote about rejection. And the title for that was The Dance I Never Got to Be Part of. So today, as I saw these girls dancing, it reminded me of my school days. So I will read what I wrote in this journal. Here we go. That morning, I woke up excited as I was going to be participating for an annual Parents' Day program, which was due in a couple of weeks' time. We had a dance to be prepared for. I was in a group of 8 participants. The dance teacher picked us up by the dance moves we had. I wore the yellow t-shirt and my blue pleated skirt, which was actually my school's world uniform. That piece of article was the best to choose from the few clothes I had. I never had fancy clothes when I was a child. The reason being, I used to live with my grandparents, and my grandfather used to think and used to tell me that spending money on clothes was just a waste. And he used to think I have plenty, which obviously I didn't have. Whatever the situation be, I didn't care, as I had to learn the steps for the dance. I had my morning meals, and at around 9:30 I left home for school with a couple of my friends. We waited impatiently for our turns for the dance practice. Others were practicing their dances. I was dancing as well and learning the steps carefully. I couldn't wait for my turn to practice for the dance. I was desperate to learn the dance moves. Waiting. Finally, we were called, and me and my closest friend were jumping in the air, did big high five before we joined the group. Now the instructor told us to show our dance moves from yesterday's lesson. I had been waiting for the moment, and secretly I thought to myself, I'm the best. As I practiced the dance steps while walking the stairs to home, on the streets, in the toilet, whilst eating, and even before I fall asleep. The instructor was happy with what we did. Now he was teaching us the dance step for second verse and the music. It was repetitive movement of music and dance. We were towards the end of the second verse. It was ending step. It took everyone a while to master it. I wasn't able to do the step as I felt pressured. I was moving my legs, and the instructor was telling me to move my body and not legs, which I didn't quite understood. He didn't even bother to teach me and quickly replaced me with another girl who was one of the teacher's daughter. All my excitement and enthusiasm shattered into pieces. My stomach churned. My heart started to thud. My belly churned, and I felt the urge to throw up. I felt the sudden rush of blood in my body, making me cold and white. My lips started to tremble in fear, and blood drained from my skin, turning me into chalk white. I got the pricking sensation on my spine, freezing my body in shock. I felt awkward. Staying and watching others dance, I didn't feel like doing so. So I left, and nobody even cared. At that particular moment, I realized that how quickly people will replace you. Deep inside me, I was carrying this guilt, anger, and frustrations with me. So every time I used to get rejected, I used to replay the dance practice sessions. I used to hate that dance teacher. I didn't even want to see his face. But nowadays, I realize that only rejections will make you stronger. All these years, I had been so self-judgmental. I used to take people's rejection personally and didn't even see my worth. Only rejections made me resourceful, hardworking, and resilient. Rejection taught me that particular position or event wasn't meant for me. Whatever is meant for me will be mine no matter what. It will make your way to you. It teaches you the act of patience. Patience will help you to become better at things. Actually, rejection plays a vital role in changing your life, your thought processes, and helps you to grow. Rejection also taught me gratitude and gratefulness. It allowed me to accept me as I am and exploring myself and finding my truest self. It allowed me to be sympathetic, empathetic, and be vulnerable to myself. It allowed me to be more compassionate and more tolerant individual. Rejection provided me opportunities to explore possibilities and the courage to step outside of my comfort zone. So, what I learned is rejection is nothing more than a necessary step in the pursuit of your own success and happiness. To those of you who stayed until this end and watched my videos and listened to me talking my journal, thank you very much. If you like this and if you want to see more of this content, please do subscribe to my channel. And I thank you all for stopping by.